Hi YouTube! So I thought I would do my first crafting video for you today, and I'm going to be showing you how to make your own Cabachon pendants. If you followed my last video, you kind of guessed what the type of jewellery that it was going to be. But yeah, I've done a bit of practice running and I'm quite confident in myself that I can actually show you how it's done. So let's get started. So to make your Cabachon pendant, you will need something to work on that isn't going to ruin your table. One of these Cabachon glass domes, I like to call them. You can purchase them off the likes of Amazon, Wish and craft shops and things like that. And you will also need a little bezel pendant blank that you can slot it into. And you have to make sure both are the exact same size so that they can slot in like so. And you will also need some patterned paper, anything you like. It can be out of magazines, origami paper sheets. It can, like what I'm using, I got my paper out of a paperweight kit that I got from the works. And you will need some Mod Podge sealing glue, and you can buy the matte version or the gloss version. I have bought the matte version this time round. But the matte version will give a kind of clear, it'll dry clear and will give a kind of sheen, well, not sheen, but kind of just a clear kind of cover to it. And if you get the gloss, that'll give a shine. So I think I'm going to try the glossy one next time, but what I bought this primarily for is part of the sealing process before it goes into the bezel, which I'll show you soon. And I picked up this glue from Amazon as well, the Crafter's Pick Ultimate Glue. This was advised from a YouTuber who does similar craft work. And as you can read on the bottle, it says the only non-toxic water-based super glue and adheres to metals, plastics, glass and more. So it's very, very ideal. And you will also need scissors. So let's get started then. So the most exciting part of this, I find, is choosing what design you'd like to have your pendant look like. So I was kind of thinking about this before I started filming, so I was between doing something like this or like a little zigzaggy pattern or some flowers, but I think after much thought I'm going to go for this kind of gold daisy effect. Now you just want to kind of position it so that you've got everything you want seen in the little window. So yeah, so I'm thinking either that, let's have a look actually, I'm going to look at this one. Can I get more, let's have a look. Yeah, I think I'll definitely go for that one, that looks okay. So once you've got it in place and you kind of know what you're doing with your design, take it away for a moment and take your Mod Podge, and you only need a little dollop of this, like a really tiny, and just kind of pop it right in the middle there. And then take your little glass cabochon. I'm just going to carefully place it and let it kind of seep to the ends. You can kind of adjust it while it's doing that. Let it sit for a little minute, just let it stick to the paper, because the next part of this is to take your scissors and cut round that. So that's that cut out, and you can see, sorry, I'm going to move this paper out the road, sorry about this, sorry. So you can see there that the design is starting to kind of look like something. or the pendant I should say. Now I know it looks a little bit cloudy at the moment, but that's just because the glue hasn't quite set yet, and it will dry clear and it will be just a pretty little flower design. Now you'll see in the back that the paper is stuck there, and what the next step is. Now this is the sealing process that I was telling you about. So you take your Mod Podge and put just a little bit there, and I forgot to actually tell you that you do need some kind of brush for this, or if you've got gloves on you can always use your fingers. But once the Mod Podge is dried, I would put a second coat on, and that basically seals that whole thing, and it means that when you eventually use your super glue, it means that that particular glue won't seep through and cause any kind of damage to your design. That's basically what I was advised about Mod Podge. So we just need to wait for that to dry. So now that the Mod Podge settled, I have applied the super glue to both the bezel blank and also the back of the cabochon, and it's just a case of assembling it now. And it does look something quite nice as well, very shimmery. So I think I'm going to put it upwards. You just slot it in like so. Give it a good press down. And that is you have your pendant. And I know it's a little bit tacky at the moment, but what you can do is take a bit of tissue and just kind of rub it and get the kind of excess glue off and just let that set. And I would say it does dry within about a half an hour or so, but I would leave it overnight at the very minimum before you start wearing it, just so that it's proper secured in. So yeah, so sorry I got a little bit fumbly there. They are quite smooth, and they do drop out your hands quite easy, so I do apologise for that. But yes, I'm quite happy with the result, and I'll show you some more that I worked on the other night. So I do have this one here, little leopard in the jungle there. I thought that's quite different. And also my favourite, the peacock tail, which seems to be a bit of a favourite among my friends and my family so far. And last but not least, my little mermaid one. So yeah, starting to get used to it now, and I'm quite enjoying it, so yeah. So that's that for this video. Thanks a lot for watching, and I hope you enjoyed watching me make my pendants. It's quite enjoyable for me. And if you do happen to give the pendants a go, let me know in the comments, or you can message me if you know me at all. And yeah, it was really fun to make, and hopefully as time goes on I can do more crafty videos for you. But yeah, thanks a lot. Bye!